Hello, and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. Sorry we're late. My name is Luke.
And I'm Emily. Hello. And tonight we are going through chapters 27 through 30 of A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas.
Yes, and if this is the first time that you've joined us, know that I've never read this content before, but this one right here is the Smut Oracle. Oh, and and she is guiding me through this my first ever journey through this kind of content, this a court of what happens to be kind of compelling content. So we really appreciate what she's doing here. I'm having a great time. If you want to have a great time too, you can follow along by joining us on YouTube and on TikTok at The Kitchen Couch or Kitchen Couch Entertainment and The Smut Oracle here. Also, we have a membership on YouTube. You can join the membership. You can do all those sorts of things. You can also buy the book. It helps out the channel as well if you use the links in the description of this video. But we do this 2 or 3 times a week, so please join us next time. So, Emily, can you start us off in case I didn't miss anything?
I can. So, to recap what we just read in chapters 27 through 30, we are fresh off the Hewn City mess. The inner circle is snapping at each other like feral cats in a sack. Accusations fly, old wounds reopen. It's messy, it's loud, it's borderline catastrophic until they collectively admit they cannot win against Hybern if they self-destruct first. Then Amryn finds out they're planning to retrieve the Ouroboros, and she does not take it well. Reese pushes her hard, demanding she explain how she escaped the prison, and we get the most devastating Amryn backstory yet. It's brutal, lonely, it's the most vulnerable we've ever seen her. Meanwhile, Elaine is still speaking in cryptic horror poetry like she's halfway between prophet and Victorian child ghost. The healer finds nothing physically wrong, and Nesta rejects that diagnosis immediately. Feyre pulls rank and allows Lucian to try to connect as her mate. It's uncomfortable and deeply awkward. No one is thriving. Feyre and Cassian cope with their spiraling emotions the healthy way by absolutely obliterating themselves in training. As broods, Mor and Feyre kiss and make up, but not in the way Luke has surely dreamed about. Sorry about that one, Luke. Lord's responses roll in about the upcoming meeting, and Lucian helps identify neutral territory. Politics are moving slowly but grudgingly. Flying lessons continue, though, and Feyre once again discovers that wings do not equal grace. She is not quite that aerodynamic. Az gives a surprisingly sweet story about Miriam and Nefel, proof that unlikely players can change history, inspirational, briefly calming, and then Reese. He draws Feyre a bath because women love baths, and then he reminds everyone why he has been earning his reputation for 2 books straight. The war may be looming, but this man still clocks in for husband duties at a championship level. The next morning, Elaine drops more unsettling prophecies, so Feyre takes Nesta to the library. They walk straight into Hybern soldiers who have infiltrated Valaris to kidnap Nesta, and because apparently one night of peace was too much to ask. So these chapters are inner circle tension, ancient trauma revelations, prophetic riddles, sweaty coping mechanisms, and Rhysand once again setting a frankly unreasonable standard. So, Luke, are you ready?
Now, no one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's hit it. Look, I actually kind of live tweeted to myself reading this. So we're going to go over my live tweets where I was like, oh my God, I have to write this down. There's 7 or 8 of them. Here
Excellent.
we go. Elaine's premonition is about Amarantha or the hot human queen or the sacrificial girl who died in the first book. Maybe Jurian's ex? We'll see. Is the weaver a fae in a fae body, and does the bone carver want to become more powerful? Is that what's happening here? Azrael acts like he heard a secret that matches Elaine's premonition. The fact that Feyre heals quickly makes the training so much better. I wish I could heal like that. # we love Dragon Ball Z. And that's actually a weird reference. In Dragon Ball Z, when they heal, they become a good bit stronger. Yes. An older Fey healer. Interesting. She's old. Mm-hmm. She's older. Okay, the healer can't enter Elaine's mind because she is cauldron made, and the healer warned Feyre not to, which she obviously will. Lucian not needing to be monitored, then three absolute dog, beautiful women glare at him. Ha! Tugging on the bond feels like pulling at a rib to Elaine. Interesting. Um, Bond is there, but nothing from it today. Interesting. Asriel's story was Game of Thronesian. Did Elaine just threaten Cassian? No, it will not. That's what I had so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like
those are some like fun gut reactions. I did enjoy it. I apparently need to follow you on Twitter. I don't get on Twitter because I don't support crazy.
I didn't actually put that on Twitter. I put that on what's up, beautiful 3D browse. I didn't actually put that on Twitter. I just wrote it down in notes, but that would be like a hey, hashtag whatever. So those are my thoughts. Elaine is hilarious. The Amarantha one was the one that I was like maybe 1,000% sure on. That old girl was for sure back alive, which I hate, to be frank. I don't need more. I got a perfect amount, just the right kind of Amarantha, just right. Chef's kiss. I love that little graphics on TikTok. It makes my heart. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with this. We get a lot more of Azrael in this book, which I love.
Yeah, we have a lot more we have a little bit more. We got to see like spicy more. We got to see what happens when, not everybody agrees. Mommy and daddy don't always get along. And yeah, it's the first chapter just kind of gave me anxiety reading it, because it's like when all of your friends are fighting, it's deeply uncomfortable and unsettling. But do you want to hop in, start from the beginning, head on in?
1,000%, please do.
All right, cool. So we're like straight in from Hewn City. Bad things have happened. Valaris is now going to possibly be open to some horrible, horrible people. We find out from the last chapter it's because Azriel got caught, which that never happens. So weird, right? But Azriel got caught by Eris, kind of stalking and trying to find information. And so the only way to kind of save Azriel was to cut a deal with Eris.
Sure.
That's what we're told. Sir.
That's what we're told. Sure. Sure. Azriel was caught. Sure.
That's what we're told. Okay. Like we needed some plot. Okay. So we needed that to happen. And
maybe the greatest spy in the history of spies gets caught.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what we're told.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how it in the text.
By a random redheaded ginge. Like what? The soulless fae. What are we talking about? He's not soulless because he's fae either, because he's redheaded.
Oh my god. So Eris, but Moore is just really, really upset. And with good reason. She's had a lot taken from her, and she's about to get the last thing she cares about, taken away from her as well. So I feel for her. I really do. But they have this like moment where they kind of say the thing they haven't said out loud yet before, because Moore pops off and is like, if Amarantha were alive.
Oh, yeah.
If Amarantha were alive, if she were alive and I offered to work with her, even if it was to save us all, how would you feel?
Yeah.
And Rasanne's like, if Amarantha offered us a slim shot at survival, then I would not give a shit that she made me all of those years.
So that to me is obvious that he did do that. He did actually do the thing. Like she's challenging him on something he already did. Like, of course he would say yes. Of course I did it. Of course I would. I've already done it. You don't think I would do it again? Yeah.
Right.
This is stupid. That's a dumb question. It was kind of thoughtless. But then anyway, go ahead. We'll talk about the what he says later to Feyre because
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, because he basically was back on it.
Yeah.
He says, like, I lied. I wouldn't have done it. Like, he does the thing that Feyre did in the last set of chapters that you got really aggravated at her about because he, like, she shut him out.
Yeah.
And he kind of did that to her this time, too. So she's trying to reach out for him to be like, ooh, Rhys, like, pull back, sir, pull back. Things are getting heated. And she says the bridge between us was a howling void. So she couldn't get to him either.
Yeah, this goes back to the thing where, like, he trusts her 100%, 1,000%. You don't get to do what she's doing here. In my mind, you don't get to do what she's doing here. Like, he gets to be like, hey, I don't just come and save you. I trust that you can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to let me have this one. Like, go away. Not go away per se, but you know what I mean? Like, you need to have my back here because I'm going to tell you these other people do. Because it ain't personal. And she needs to know that. Anyway.
Yeah. You are like wicked distorted in my ears, buddy. So I'm just trying to see if I can fix that really quick.
Am I wicked distorted or actually
I'm not sure what's going on there.
No, testing 1, 2, 3, 4 on YouTube. It sounds fine.
It's fine. Okay, hold on.
No. Do I sound bad on the TikTok?
No, you were just like in my ears, literally sounding like a robot. So, okay, can you hear? There's no like feedback or anything.
No.
Okay, sweet.
Do I still sound terrible?
I mean, that's just always how you sound. Sorry.
Rest in peace.
Sorry.
Get the aloe, Jessica. She burned me.
Sorry.
Jessica, you've made an appearance on TikTok. Good job, clown.
We haven't had a good Jessica bit in a minute.
Jessica sucks so bad.
Oh my god.
Sucks so bad. Jessica sucks so bad.
Oh my god, I can't believe you did that. So anyhow, we have that. All of that has happened. And I couldn't really hear what your response was to what I said, but oh well, we'll have to.
Oh, basically, Feyre needs to trust him.
I mean, she does though. She totally does.
No, but he needs to make it like he needs to reinforce. He's reinforcing like, hey, none of this is personal. Mm-hmm. It's not. None of this is personal. And I know it's not personal because I had to do the thing for 50 years I dreaded doing every single day, and it was horrible. Mm. None of this is personal, you know. And of course, he relates to her. Hey, yeah. In retrospect, if I had any other choice, I would have done literally anything else, but I couldn't. Yeah. So I made this choice, and it was the right move. And honestly, the conversation they have the next morning kind of reinforces it. Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, we had a conversation this morning. It's not personal. It's like, mm-hmm. I get it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and then, so Amren also doubles in. Also, I just want to say hi to Melissa, who's joined us on TikTok. Just FYI, I also made Melissa read these books.
Melissa, you poor girl. Person. My bad. Yeah. Melissa, what are your thoughts towards... I'm kidding. I'm not going to let you spoil it for me. But...
yeah, Melissa, he's never read these. So he knows nothing that happens after these chapters. We're going a little bit at a time here. So anyway.
It is for priceless. Yeah, we're...
Not quite.
We're getting over that.
Not quite
we're close.
There yet.
We're close.
Not quite there yet, buddy.
I hope we're close.
Rein it in. So anyhow, Amren's like, Rhys, you have always been a sneaky snake. You have always been. And that's not an excuse, but also you might have made the right call, but you did not do this well. Like, while it was the right choice, your execution was like 0 out of 10.
Yeah. Which is interesting because as an adult, I see people that I disagree with make the right intention and execute horribly on it. And I'm just like, oh boy, that was not... you maybe did what was correct, but you didn't do what was right here.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's also part of it too. And I could give examples, but I don't have a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Farrah's like has to be the mom of the crowd, and she's like, guys, we're family. Okay. We're not gonna win this war if we start hating on each other. So
Right.
let's rein it back in.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, fair point, well made, kinda. So Cassian walks over to her and he's like, all right, well, that was hella awkward. What'd you learn about the mirror, though? And then he's like, oh, shit, Amron's here. I forgot we weren't supposed to be talking about that. So they end up having to come clean totally. And they were not expecting to do that.
Not at all. No. And what's great, it's like there's always this character in every group of everything. There's always this like, hey, what are we doing here? What, how are we gonna, it's so good. I was Kuwabara, shout out Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, Amron was pissed. I don't know why Amron was pissed, but you kind of get a glimpse at it here in a moment, right here, right? This is where she kind of spills the beans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't even make light of what she is. I mean, she kind of does, but she's like, I'm older than time, essentially.
Yeah. So do you want to get into what we find out or what we kind of get information about from her?
I'd love to. I would love to, because for the class, obviously for the class.
So she says, upon the orders, so she's talking about like what she is and where she came from. And she says, here we go. There was a rip appeared in the sky. It was curiosity that drove me. My brothers and sisters fled. Okay, here's the part that I highlighted. Upon the orders of our ruler, we had just laid waste to twin cities, smote them wholly into rubble on the plain, and yet they fled from that rip in the world. But I wanted to look. I wanted. I was not built or bred to feel such selfish things as want. I'd seen what happened to those of my kind who stayed, who learned to place their needs first, who developed feeling. But I went through the tear in the sky, and here I am. So ended up in the prison. Bad things happen. I will say I shan't claim this one as my own. Shout out Liz if Liz is here. Shout it out. Liz was like, I think I figured something out. Because as she's mentioning the twin cities and smiting them.
I'm wondering if Kelly just joined. Maybe.
Oh, hey,
I don't know. Let's see.
Hey, Kelly. So the twin cities that we ruined, where does that happen that we are aware of? Not in this book, but in a different one. Sodom and Gomorrah. So she's talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. And she says, blah, 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 blah. I was sent as a messenger, a soldier assassin for a wrathful God who ruled a young world. So remember how we've been talking about her being like a death angel this entire time?
Yeah.
Because like they put, blood out like Passover and all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Further evidence that is probably accurate.
Yeah.
Like not death god. Sorry. That's like bone carver, all that. I missed. Let me take that back. But like an angel of death.
Yeah. She's a soul reaper.
Yes.
She reaps souls. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. A Shinigami.
Yeah.
Yes, the term is in Japan. Oh, so Kelly agrees, by the way, that she thinks Amron is a death god. Kelly's also the one who told me, who reframed my thought of what Amron looks like visually, that she's like a 5'1" Asian woman with like a bob haircut who's just a fox looking. Mm-hmm. She's just hot as shit, but she's just pissy all the time.
Yeah, that's probably pretty true. But I mean, honestly, I would too, because like she's not used to having to feel emotions. Yeah. And now that she's been, so in order to escape the prison, she had to bind herself into a completely new being and a new body. Yeah. And that's how she got out of the prison. Spoiler alert. So as she gets out, or as she turns into that, she had never felt emotions before. It was basically just like, go kill, and she didn't feel anything bad about doing any of that. She felt no emotions. She hadn't wanted anything. She wasn't jealous. She felt no range of emotion whatsoever. And
Yeah.
so now that she's in this new different body, she has to deal with the fact that she has feelings. And as a person that doesn't always like being burdened by my very irrational emotions, I
Same.
can totally see why she's crappy.
Yes.
Like,
Let's
if
look.
I were as old as Amryn, I probably would be equally as pissy.
So I agree. And we've always had that. Oh yeah, an Old Testament angel. Yes, Emily brought this up last week. Absolutely, an Old Testament angel for sure, for sure. I for me, like, she's a nihilist. She's and so, like, nothing mattered except for the mission.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't need, and she's not necessarily a she just happens to be in a she body.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, but my thing about is like, now she's into like the absurd. Like, she's moved past the nihilist to like, yeah, nothing really matters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm so fascinated with who humans are that or people that I'm following around. And
Right.
actually, this is a trope in a lot of other fiction that's covered more in depth. And I hate that it's not covered that in depth up to this point, to be frank with you,
Mm-hmm.
because I find it fascinating that there's
Mm-hmm.
like ancient creatures who, for all intents and purposes, what kept them alive was some sort of binary thought process. Eat and survive, basically, um, like an animal. And
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like, oh, what does a heart want? Like, what does it mean to protect? What does it mean to love? So it's super interesting. Oh, I just kicked my desk. It's super interesting.
So,
The anime by the is Urukiora. He's in Bleach. He's a character with green hair, and he like literally doesn't feel. He's just like, I don't understand what a heart is. Doesn't matter to me. Anyway, sorry about that.
no, you're all good. So they were kind of like asking what happens, or Reese was basically, he was kind of being a dick to her, which, like, bold, but by making her, like, pulling rank and making her say all the things that he's never made her say before. But part of that was like, look, I will let you unbind yourself from your body and you can go, like, F off to wherever you want if you want. And they basically were like, well, what would happen if you ever did, like, unlock yourself from your body? And she's like, well, it wouldn't be good for y'all. So I don't think you want me to do that, actually. She said, I would not remember you. I would not care for any of you. I would either smite you or abandon you. What I feel now, it would be foreign to me. It would hold no sway. Everything I am, this body, would cease to be. So we've just find out that basically we don't want to unleash Amryn if possible.
Yeah. When we're going to get to, which is going to be dope. Maybe not anytime soon, but.
So then we have Elaine comes down the stairs and she's like, what happened? Where is everybody? Like, she is just the creepiest little creeper at this point.
I like that she starts like vomiting random words and they're all like, oh my God. And then no one's like, we need to get her upstairs and back into bed. We don't know what's happening here. This is kind of creepy.
I also love that, like, someone get her a healer. Someone have her be checked out by a healer. It's been weeks.
It's written so dramatically, and you're just like, oh my God. And then Feyre's like, what is she saying? Only Feyre and Cassie are like, huh?
She's like, let me get you some milk. Yeah. She literally is like, let me get you some more milk.
Ness is like, what are you doing? And she's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. She's crazy right now.
Hilarious. But she starts talking about all kinds of like creepy stuff. What did you think about her psychobabble?
Other than Amarantha, other than when she's talking about she lives and that she's not in the same form as she was, I literally was like, okay, who are the chicks who've died? Hot Queen, possibly. Hot Queen was my first thought. And I was like, oh, Amarantha. And then I thought, oh, maybe the young girl who Amarantha kills at the beginning. The
Claire better.
Yeah. I think that's actually in fantasy that makes sense to have the that character learn that it was Feyre who dimed her out and that her whole family's dead because of her. Like, that's actually a better story to me personally than resurrecting the other two characters who got to have their, like, who got to speak their truth and do their journey. Having Claire Better show back up and be like, I will end you, Feyre. Like, I am your antithesis, not these other people. That to me seems a little bit more interesting. Probably not. Probably going to be our girl, our favorite, the ex-girlfriend, Amarantha.
Man, I can't wait for you to figure out what happens. So
it could be Nesta's other half, right?
What do you mean?
Like part of like whatever part of Nesta that was left in the cauldron. I don't know. It could be literally anything. I don't know.
Yeah. But, yeah. Well, because it's so weird and cryptic is what she's talking about. And so bless. They finally get her to go away. they just say, we need to do something about Elaine.
So that's what Kelly was saying. Kelly's like, I feel this is pretty complicated because, like, but also, like, you're so cute. But also, what?
It's like, what? She is so weird. She gives off the Luna Lovegood vibes. I know I said that last week, but it's so true. She's just so weird at this point. It's so creepy weird.
But she gives off the I'm on mushrooms and acid at the same time vibe.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
She's seeing butterflies in the sky. She can go twice as high.
Yeah. So
take a look. It's in the book.
No.
It's a reading rainbow.
I just needed you to finish it. Okay.
That's what she said.
She did earlier.
She did.
Later,
yeah.
in the next couple chapters.
That's right. Yeah.
All right.
I need you to finish.
So then they're like, all right, well then maybe we get the healer in. Healer comes in and is like, oh, she's fine actually. There's nothing wrong with her.
She's just Phoebe.
There's nothing wrong with her physically. Mentally, probably. Actually, there's probably mentally something wrong with her, but like I can't actually get in there and find out because she's made of the cauldron. So
yeah, then she's like, "Oh, Feyre, don't do that."
Yeah, she's like, and maybe you don't go in there either. Like that's bad news bears. Let's not do that.
Don't do that. And then Feyre's like, but maybe. Like I can see the Feyre's
every
like,
single time our girl has been told, don't do that. It's a bad idea. You will die. She's like, luckily for you, I can't read.
Luckily for you, I'm illiterate.
And then she just does it anyway. You're right. You're right.
God, I will never not think it's funny that Feyre can't fucking read. That's always funny to me. She's like,
poor girl. She even says like later in the library, she's like, I'm walking and I can't read the titles of the books quite as fast as Nesta. And it kind of becomes awkward. Nesta's like,
Kelly
I didn't really know that you couldn't read. Sorry about that.
Kelly just dropped, I'm convinced Feyre is also a shitty painter.
Kelly, welcome to the party.
Buddy.
Welcome to the party. Are Kelly and I the same person? I swear that I am not.
This right here.
Where to you?
Zero chance she could paint this. And these are just blobs of paint on a dog.
Listen. I swear that I am not Kelly commenting on these videos. Just to reiterate my own thoughts. But Kelly, thank you.
My favorite part. It's in this book. It's at the very beginning. Kelly, you missed it. Is when Tamlin walks in and says, "Oh, those are so nice," and you're like super aware that they're terrible, and he's just trying to be polite. That's like the first time I was like, she sucks at painting and can't fucking read. She's drawing stick figures out there hunting bears. Like, God, that's so funny. And then Nessa's like, we could have taught you. And Feyre's like, you could see her jaw drop. God, it was funny. Fuck, that's funny.
Oh my God. All right. Well, we'll get back to that in just a minute because I actually skipped ahead. My bad. So anyhow, we have a quiet moment like at the end of the night when Rhys and Feyre are like slipping into bed together. And he's like, remember when you asked why I just go off and do everything myself? gestures wildly at everything. This is why I just do it myself. Like, this did not go well. And man, do I relate to that.
Same.
I relate to that so hard.
Same.
So I felt so bad for Reese PC in that one. So we go instead to chapter 28. And we spent a long time on the first chapter, but dude, there was a lot that happened in that chapter. The rest of them kind of just like real quick.
It's pretty funny how the rest of them are like when you're playing a Final Fantasy game and you just hop from one townsperson to the next townsperson, just talk to each one of them so you can move on with the storyline, because you have to talk to each one of them because they have an exclamation mark or whatever. Right. That's what happens in these chapters.
Exactly. Yeah. So we can kind of like pop through them a little more quicker.
I'm going to go talk to Cassian and get my ass kicked. I'm going to go fly with Asriel and get my ass kicked.
Yeah. That's exactly what happens. So we first go and we get the crap beat out of us with Cassian, and then we go to Asriel and he's like a, sad boy and doesn't want to talk about anything. So we go talk to Moore because Moore does want to talk about things. So we get a little bit of conversation, and we get a mention of a new High Lord to find out some stuff about. So we find out some stuff about Helion.
Yeah, we find out that he's pimping. Pimping ain't easy.
Well, you don't find that out from here. Well, actually, you do. Actually,
you do. Yeah, he's like, she's like skipping past the sexual innuendos. I think he's in. He's like,
yeah. So you remember when I was like,
yeah, when you sent me that text, it happened like, I don't know, seconds after I read that part.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, great. It was awesome. Great. It was awesome. No, okay, so when Moore's sitting there and she's like, yeah, I went out last night and did my own thing, one of my last nights in Valeris. And then I went, I spoke to Reese PC whenever this morning, because Feyre woke up late because she's kind of a lazy person. My full thought was that Moore was out getting some, for sure.
I'm sure
she was getting tail, and not the Ianthe kind of tail,
right,
like with respect and thoughtfulness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, for sure. So we have responses from Day, Dawn, and Winter, who are supposed to be like their closest allies. And so they know the three of them are coming to the meeting, but none of them are super excited about it. And then later we find out that Reese heard from, what's her name? Princess of the Summer Court. And she says that Tarquin is probably going to come too. But that's kind of all we've heard about this meeting so far. So we talk about that. The healer comes. The healer's like, we already kind of went about that and said, no, I can't figure this out. So maybe we should bring in Lucy and let Lucy see if he can reach her through the mating bond. So Nesta's like, absolutely not. That's not happening.
Nesta's so funny.
She's like, absolutely not. And Feyre's like, stand down, calm down. Actually, I am in charge and I'm going to let it happen. So hush it. Which was kind of like the first time we've really seen her own Nesta in a way. Because normally she lets Nesta just be awful.
So one of my favorite kind of, and I've used it a few times, and then every time I do it, I kind of have to laugh. I stop and laugh because it's so funny. But to use pipe down in real life is demonic. And when I read that, I was like, oh, she told her to pipe down. That's awesome.
She did tell her to pipe down.
Hey, pipe down, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, because she says, be quiet. It's like literally pipe down. Good for you. You got it. You got it in action here.
Be quiet.
Be quiet.
So funny. It's so funny.
And I was just like, man, I have wanted to yell that at Nesta basically every time she opens her mouth.
Lucian's like, oh God, what am I getting attached to?
Well, he's already attached. It's not getting attached. He's there. He's in there.
But his mate is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and
100%.
And both of her sisters are like the two most powerful beings in the universe. It's like God damn, she's married to the other most powerful with the damn. Yeah, like Lucian's like, God, fuck.
It's pretty bad.
It's kind of funny.
It's pretty bad. So, we hear some more crazy psychobabble, in which case, this is like the next day or so, they're trying to figure out what's going on. And she just pops off and says, twin ravens are coming, one white and one black. And you're like, what? What? So great, that's fun. And then she has another lesson with Azrael. And this is like the lesson that just absolutely tears her up, man. I find it hilarious. Like we go from like a serious like Lucian's like, okay, we've got to figure this out. Do you have a map? Like, let me help you. And then like scene cut, and the next line is, that pine tree wasn't there a minute ago. We needed a little bit of levity, just like a little bit. It's been a lot the past couple of chapters of just, strategy and sadness, fighting. So this little scene with Azrael is like low key funny, and Azrael is low key funny. He's a funny guy.
He's pretty charming. Like, yeah, he's really charming. Actually, let's not get weird about it. He's really charming.
He is. He's super charming, and all of it's all very subtle, but like on the nose. It's nice.
He's got big wings.
He's got the largest wingspan, actually, of all of them. So there's that. But we have this moment where he talks about, she's like down on herself, and she's like, I'm not going to learn to fly in time for the war, am I? And he's like, no, baby, you're not. Like, you sweet baby angel. No, it's not happening.
No, but he does do the right thing, which is and the correct thing, which is practice and training are important, and they're not the same thing. And you don't know what little bit can help you. And this is when he get the story about essentially the Moses of the where the friend parted the Red Sea to save Miriam. With a limp wing, carrying Tiny Tim who carries.
Right, it's like Nemo. She was like finding Nemo with that one little like fin.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. He's got like the little gimp fin. No Disney. All right. Well, I have a 4-year-old. So, yes, Nefel is her name, and she basically flies in. She's besties with Miriam. Everyone else has gone, lost sight of Miriam. Miriam's been like speared, and she's bleeding out. And because Nefel was her bestie, she flew back to try to find her, even though she couldn't even lift a shield. She somehow carried Miriam out, who was 3 times the weight of a shield. Right. So, so anyhow, that's like the cute little story that basically says, even the most unlikely person can alter the course of history. So that's why he's like, we're going to keep doing this anyway, because even an hour might make a difference.
It's kind of funny because he could have just been like, okay, so once upon a time in a place called Middle Earth, there was a halfling named Frodo Baggins who carried the One Ring to Mordor and dropped it into the lava pit in Mount Doom in order to defeat Lord Sauron and his armies moments before the humans were to fall. And it represents that sometimes the littlest gesture can make the biggest difference.
Yep.
And maybe you can prevent forest fires.
Yep. And I will say, while a halfling and a hobbit did save the world, it wasn't Frodo.
But it also wasn't the fucking fantasy dwarves, because fuck fantasy dwarves.
No, it was Gollum. Gollum is the one that saved the world. So.
Anyway. No, dog. We're going to agree to disagree on that one.
Just saying.
Gollum sucks.
Frodo wasn't going to do it. He literally was like, nope, this is mine now. And because Gollum attacked him and like fell chasing the ring because he loved it so much. That's why it happened. Anyway, that's a tangent.
No, love conquers all. We get it. Love does conquer all.
That's only Samwise and Rosie. Anyhow, so
Who's Rosie? I'm just fine. I'm now just doing this on purpose. Sorry, go ahead. That was on purpose. Sorry.
how dare you?
Who's who? You talking about the bar wench back home?
Yes,
Yes, of course.
yes, of course. That's who we're talking about.
That short blonde bombshell.
The
Obviously.
ginger.
Ew. Sorry.
Oh, anyhow.
We know. Shout out. We're in danger
Okay.
territory. We love gingers.
So, back to things that we needed. We needed some levity because things have been kind of heavy. Things have been really hard. So we get to move into a lovely scene between Reese and Farah.
Oh my god. This is a fantasy porno for me.
It is so good.
It's so hot.
It's really nice.
I will tell you, I have done this.
I don't need to know that, and I don't want to know that.
I'm just saying it.
I don't want to know that.
Almost beat for beat.
Oh, I don't want to know that.
Why not?
Please don't ruin this for me, Luke.
How is that gonna ruin it for you? You're just like,
I don't want to read this and think about you, sir.
Okay. Oh, good point. But congratulations, 5 to 12 women. You got to live it. 5 to
12. Wow. This is why it is really hard to talk about these kind of books with a straight guy. In case anyone wanted to know,
it's so good.
The problem right here.
It's so good. Like I could feel her skin. Like I was just like, oh, I know what that feels like. This is awesome.
Okay. Oh man, I thought this was gonna be fun for me to talk about.
How is this not fun?
Because you're making me feel awkward about it.
But there's like the throbbing that we usually talk about, and
yeah, and that's fine because you don't make it personal to you. Ugh, I don't want to think about you, sir.
Fair point. Fair point.
I don't talk about my conquests when we're discussing the fun times. Okay.
You know what? You're right. I'm just saying this specific part of this book, it very home for me.
Well,
I was just like, oh, this is literally a whole genre of videos on the internet. This exact thing. It is, and it's kind of awesome and kind of hot.
Well, I'm very happy for you and the 5 to 12 women.
Maybe a guy in there too. I don't remember. No, I'm kidding. And never a guy, but never a guy.
Hey, we're open all types around here. Anyway, so he draws her a bath. They have a really nice time together. It's quite nice. And again, I said it in my caption in my recap, but I mean it. Like, there is a lot going on, and good for Reese showing up to do his husbandly duties and doing them well.
Yes.
Doing them well.
You know what? Can I say one more thing?
One more thing. I'm really skeptical about it, but sure.
What I love is Reese's endurance isn't a fantasy.
What do you mean?
Every time they've had like intercourse, say, I'm making it PG for you. Anytime they've had, I
don't care about talking about it. I care about you talking about your
anytime they've hooked up, he's not otherworldly in the sack. It's like, oh no, he's reacting like every dude that's ever reacted. Like, I had a conversation with other people about this type of content, and they're like, do you feel like it's a misrepresentation? Like you have to live up to something fake? And I was like, no, 300 is one of my favorite movies. You know, like it does not bother. Like, I don't feel like I need 6-pack abs because I have 300. Okay. Right. So what I love is they're like, he's not like the little engine that could in this fucking book. Like he's like a regular dude.
Time out. No, he isn't. Because while you might think that, and again, I know I just said I don't want to compare you.
That's okay. I understand what you're saying.
At all, but on behalf of all I shouldn't say all women, on behalf of a heck of a lot of women, let me tell you that while Reese is given this kind of performance, and apparently so have you to 5 to 12 lucky ladies, that is not happening.
I was just talking about the massage
majority
part.
of women.
I was just talking about the massage thing.
Again, that is not happening to a majority of women.
Okay.
So I guess kudos to you. But a lot of women read these books because they're the people they have been with have never.
Yeah, intimacy is important. Intimacy isn't just sex. Let's not get weird about it. We've talked about this a whole lot.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And also, you know what else has never happened to a lot of people?
Wings.
Something really but something really good has happened for her. She has arrived and is feeling really lovely, but also realized how freaking exhausted she is after all of that. And then she goes, but wait, now I have to pony up because it's your turn now. And he's like, no, baby, you need to go to sleep.
Yeah, dude.
That doesn't happen in real life.
Yes, it does. It for sure does.
That doesn't happen often in real life.
I think the amount of pride that doesn't happen often. That's a fair point.
Good
I'm
for
trying,
you, I guess, Luke.
I'm trying to hold back for you.
Thank you, because I don't want this ruined for me. But
because what I will say is the amount of pride you get to kind of walk around with when you perform this act in this way, as Reese does, from my limited experience. It's not limited, honey. That's not okay. That was a lie. Experience is that it's like, oh, I'm the fucking man. This is awesome. Okay, this is so cool. I'm gonna make sure you go to bed real nice. Like, it's sweet. It's cool.
Now, this has happened. I mean, not this exact, but this I've experienced.
Oh, sure. You're not missing out. I don't think you're missing out.
I'm not missing out.
Right.
But when you're like, this is common, like, no, men, let me tell you, this is not common. Okay. While this might be just your order of operations and modus operandi, for most men, it is not. So that's why I say a lot of men could learn a few things.
I'm out here bucking the stereotype every day, dog.
Good for you.
Trying to.
Good for you. But
got a good Yelp review, dude.
Most men could probably read this and learn a little something. A lot of romance novels.
I think so. 1000%. When you walk into a book like this and you say, oh, this is a woman written by a woman for women about women. It's like, oh, what a coincidence. Like, there are story tropes that are happening in here that I'm like thinking about to say out loud. It's like, oh, but this isn't a man who's writing this. So that makes sense to me, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay. Move on from it. So like, I think the King Hybern is middle management.
Okay.
Like, he feels like middle management. It feels like there's somebody controlling the King of Hybern and he's just kind of a douche. That's what it feels like.
Kind of is. It kind of feels like that for sure. So.
Like, there's so many more higher level beings that we've met since the first book that I'm like, oh, how is this the King of Hybern relative to Amren's Unleashed or the Bone Carver or the Weaver, or there's other where I'm just like, oh, you're Jeffrey Epstein here. You're not a billionaire CEO who's controlling Jeffrey Epstein or whatever was happening at the time. You know what I mean? You're middle management.
Yeah. And you probably just got us blocked on TikTok for saying his name. So maybe don't say it again.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say anything wrong about it, but I get you.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of content
my bad
censoring happening on the TikTok these days. So we're in chapter 30.
My bad.
We're in chapter 30 now.
You can say I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They don't care.
Oh, I was worried about you, dude. Jeez.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay. Proceed.
No, I'm just saying, don't say the E word again, because I don't want to, get
No,
blocked.
I appreciate it.
So, chapter 30, we wake up sore the next day for
Awesome.
a multitude of reasons.
Awesome.
And so she's like, you know what? I'm not training today, Cass. Everyone's like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that sound shield was not working out for her because they all knew.
I will.
So,
Something else I'll say too is there is nothing better. Like every Saturday, most Saturdays for the last 2 or 3 years,
mhm,
I like go out of my way to kick my own ass. Like I go do something really, really, really hard. I used to like run 13 miles
mhm,
recreationally, like
mhm.
under an hour and a half, like Boston Marathon level speed. We're running.
Gross, but okay.
But what I'm saying is there's nothing like a fucking ass kicking to reset for a reset.
Mhm, mhm.
And she got a full reset in every capacity.
Can I just say,
And I
like,
think it's awesome.
if this is someone's first watch of us, you
I'm on
you're
one
like,
now.
I'm actually
And
amazing in bed, and also I like to just like run 13 miles for no reason.
have
I
you
know
been
that
on
you have
my
actually done it, so it's not necessarily like bragging, but also at the same time, like, kind of sounds like it a little bit.
so you've been on my OnlyFans? Is that is
Like,
that
apparently, are you? I
3,
didn't want to
4,
say.
5, 6? You need 2 hands to count them, dude. Anyway,
Um,
if you know, you know. You need 2 hands to count them.
Anyhow, so we wake up the next day, chapter 30, and everyone's about to leave, and she's gonna take Nesta to the library to spend some time. And
This is
before,
hilarious to me. Sorry, I find this part funny. They're like, you want to go check out the library? And she's like, I didn't know you couldn't read. What the fuck is wrong with you? We would have taught you. And she's like, fuck you, bitch. It's so funny.
yeah. Before that, though, we have like a weird like run-in with Elaine and Cassian. So Elaine says, like sees Cassian like for the first time, basically, and she's like, he snapped your wings and broke your bones.
Yeah, that was talking shit. I think I mentioned that, right? I was like, oh, did she just talk shit to that dude? Like, I
Uh
like,
yeah. It's like but it's like she said the same thing to Lucian, right? When she talked to him, she's like, "Oh, you were there. You were the one that betrayed us." Like, so it's kind of that same moment, but she has it with Cass this time, and she's like, "Oh, he snapped your wings in half and broke your bones."
yeah, he's like, it's basically, so I'm supposed to trust you. Hmm?
No,
Like,
not even. It's
that's
like
what it,
it's just that creepy, like, oh, like that's how I see it. Is just weirdness
it's
because
weird. But in
it
my,
says Elaine peered up at Cassian, blinking twice. And that's why I'm like, I don't think it was necessarily like malice or like taunting. I think it's just creepy.
well, I think it's actually, she's coming to. I think it's supposed to represent she's coming back.
Mm,
Like, oh, I remember you. You got your ass kicked.
yeah.
But it's just her way. It's just how she recognizes the face.
Yeah.
But
He says,
it sounds hilarious.
he
Like I would have
says,
laughed. I would be like,
but he says in response to that, it'll take more than that to kill me, Cassian said with a smirk that did not meet his eyes. Elaine only said to Cassian, no, it will not.
I didn't like that.
No one liked that.
It creeped me out.
No one liked that at all.
It creeped me out bad.
No one liked that at all. So then we go to the library and we're walking around and she literally says, Nesta scanned the shelves while we walked, and I read the titles a bit more slowly, still needing a little more time to process what was instinct for my sister. I didn't know you couldn't really read, Nesta said, noticing the way I silently sounded out the words of a title. Poor girl. This poor girl.
She's like, Romeo and Juliet.
No. She said silently. So, but she's like mouthing, I guess, the words, trying to figure out what's going on. And she says, I didn't really know that you couldn't really read. And then when everything happened, I just like assumed that you could. And she's like, well, I couldn't. And she says, well, then why didn't you ask us to teach you? And she says, because I doubted you would agree to help.
Bitch.
Like, you literally never helped me a day, and you're still not. So
Yeah,
why would I ask?
It's beat up. Like, what's wrong with you? Anyway.
Bless her. And then he says, oh, well, I guess Amryn said Rasan taught you to read. And it's like, well, he did. Because he's the only one who's ever done a damn thing for me, okay?
Yeah.
But she literally goes to say, like, why? She says, why do you push everyone away but Elaine? And like mentally she meant, why have you always pushed me away? Which is like the next thought in italics beside it. And Nesta is about to answer. Like she literally, emotion gutters in her eyes, her throat bobs. Nesta shut her eyes, breathing in sharply, and said, because. And then shit happens. So we find two Hybern soldiers that step out. And you're like, how did they get there? Because Valaris is supposed to be warded. Like, what is going on? But they step out and they like blow Faebane into their faces. And so Faye's like, run. And they just start like hauling A. But come to find out, a white-haired one and a dark-haired one.
The Ravens, yeah, the one that Elaine was talking about, right? Yeah.
It says, we're the king's ravens, his flying eyes and talents, and we've come to take you back. They were going to straight up try to kidnap Nesta out of the kingdom. And they were there for Nesta.
Right.
Which, by the way, one last thing about the reading thing is that Nesta loves to read. She loves to read. Like, she's curled up with a romance novel all the dang time. Anytime she's not doing something, she is reading. If she's not on a page, she's reading. So it's like, that's like her favorite thing to do. And you didn't even like clock that your sister didn't know how to do it. Anyway, I'm just saying she's the most self-absorbed, heinous fictional character. Come at me, internet. It's fine. I don't like her.
I mean, to me, it's obvious, but like to me, it's like, oh, because our mother, I was in the corner or something when our mother said that you needed to be the one who helped us, and then you would never ask for help. So blah blah. I mean, it's bullshit, but it's obvious to me. Sorry.
I don't care. I mean, I understand, but I don't care.
Yeah,
like,
it's boring. It's actually kind of boring. Like, get over yourself. Who cares?
It's the worst.
Yeah.
So anyhow, so they were there to take Nesta, but Faye was there too. So they're like, oh, you're an unexpected prize too. We'll just take them both 2 for 1. That's fine. And we find out that the reason why the king needs Nesta back is because she straight up broke that cauldron and took something with her from it. And he's like, well, I need her to put it back. So they're trying to kidnap her and take her back to Hybern. So that is where we leave. We are being chased down by 2 soldiers in the library with the intention to get them both.
With a candlestick. Yeah, that's where we leave. This was the worst. You screwed me here.
I'm really sorry to tell you. I'm very sorry to tell you that if you think this is bad, I do it to you so much worse this next time.
Good. You know what? Good. I'm just going to read the end right now.
No, don't you dare.
Why are you being vengeful right now?
Why am I being vengeful? Because I have very few things. And also because you were annoying to me this time around.
That's fair.
You got on my nerves, Luke.
I didn't get on your nerves.
Yeah, you did.
You had nerves that I got on.
Mm-hmm. You were all none too happy to keep jumping in. Okay? Too happy.
To keep jumping in what?
Onto my nerves.
Yeah. So what was I bothering you about? I'd love to apologize.
Okay, listen, you already bragged about your sexual prowess. You already bragged about your, running and your working out. You don't need to make everyone else jealous as well by letting them know that you actually apologize when you're wrong. Okay,
Oh,
stop.
I am sorry.
Stop.
I have this
Stop,
thing
Luke.
called, fuck, what is it called? Oh, I can read. It's called empathy. Okay. I actually care about people. I hate when people are like, do you understand? I was like, there's no chance I can understand. I'm not you, but I do empathize with you.
No, you really are wonderful. I give you a lot of shit, but you actually are one of the good ones, Luke. Genuinely.
Honestly, it goes the other way too. You're one of the good ones too. They ain't like you. I could tell you
I know.
a hilarious story. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hell yeah. Fucking live your life, girl. We love it, queen.
I'm saying. I know. Okay, so the next, as I tell you, the next set of chapters, we are going through chapters 31, and we are going to end on 36. So the last page that you shall read is 359. So if you're in the ye old paperbacks, we're going to go from chapter 31 through page 359 through the end of chapter 36. So, Melissa just said she's going to check in next time. This was awesome. Thanks, Melissa. Next time you can reread the chapters we're going to be talking about. So.
Hank's in here too. Shout out, Hank. You missed the sexual prowess and me bragging on myself the entire time.
Oh, I'm sure he's vomiting. Actually,
Hank don't vomit except for when Taco Bell and tequila is involved.
That's sad.
That's pretty.
You can't be telling family secrets on here, Luke.
I'm so sorry. Taco Bell and tequila get anybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's accurate.
Yeah,
that's very accurate. So I also will apologize in advance because if you thought this chapter was a cliffhanger, I'd do you real dirty on this next one, buddy.
I did just glance at the first few words of the 37, and I was like, oh damn it. So because his first few words are like, oh, some drama's happening. there's some tense moment happening right there.
Yep. So that's what we're going to do for the next time for your homework, so everyone can read and be ready for our next session. But what prognostications do we have from you, Lucas?
Amarantha is obvious. Amarantha or the little blonde girl who was stuck to the wall.
Okay, so you think that Elaine's psychobabble about the dead being alive is about Amarantha or Claire Better?
Literally says she's alive.
Yeah.
And so I do. Or the Hot Queen.
Okay.
Yep. They would have had to get the Hot Queen's body out of Valeris because so that seems a little less true. It could also be Lucian's ex. I didn't even think about that, but it could be Lucian. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure.
Jasminda. Also, what about Reese Piecie's mom or sister?
No, they played their role. They played their role.
All right. What other prognostications do you have?
This beast in the bottom of the library with the candlestick, it's got me wicked pondering. I don't know that it's going to turn up here. I think so. There's a fantasy thing. It's so interesting. Like fantasy tropes mirror each other in a lot of different context and content. And I think the easiest way to kind of, who are we waving at?
My husband just joined. Hey, baby.
What up, dog? So fantasy.
We were just talking about you earlier in a roundabout way. I'm glad you weren't here for that.
Me too. Me too, because I was being a chauvinist jerk. It was kind of funny actually. I think you'd laugh at it, but laugh at me for sure. But it's definitely like if you the three genie things. I can't make people fall in love. Never heard. Like those three things. I can't kill. I can't make people fall in love, and I
can't bring people back from the dead.
Yeah. And so I think there's something about Nesta that breaks one of those Fey rules. Usually it's an item like the cauldron or the Book of
Mhm.
the Dead or some
Mhm.
other item. And so Nesta breaks one of those metaphysical rules that's like, I can't destroy matter. Well, Nesta can destroy matter. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, it's
Mhm.
one of those things. So those are my two
Yeah.
prognostications. And the creature from the depths of the whatever helps because she can't speak, like no one's gonna help them. Ooh, maybe old girl who is the other who's inside, she's the priestess.
Clotho.
Maybe Clotho does some cool magic and
Oh,
stops the ravens. That'd be cool.
that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I do worry about there was like a priestess that got attacked when they came in too. Like there's like a priestess like slumped in the corner. So
Oh yeah, rest in peace.
yeah. Also like the worst because all of those women that are working in there are victims of,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're like part of the special victims unit and it's not good. And then to have an attack in there, it's just like insult to injury, man.
Undeserving. So
Also, they're not supposed to be able to get into Valaris. What the hell's going on, right? Like,
yeah. Well, okay. Now you're doing a thing. Now you're doing a thing. Let's close it out with this. So I started a new snack regiment this week.
oh dear. Okay.
Um, you were frozen. Okay, my new snack regimen is interesting. So I have been quote unquote bulking,
Okay.
which is interesting. It's a little weird, but I've been quote unquote bulking,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, I'm done. Been doing this now for 4 or 5 weeks. I'm ready to stop bulking.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Can
did
you
get,
say bulking one more time?
a craving
Mm-hmm.
today while I was walking through the TJs
Mm-hmm.
for chocolate
Okay.
and peanut butter.
Oh, sorry, so did we go with the tiny peanut butter cups? The
We
TJ.
went with getting dark chocolate, like kisses, the little dark chocolate, what are they called?
Mm-hmm.
Pieces that you put in like a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and a jar of peanut butter and just like dumping the dark chocolate into the peanut butter and spooning it out with a spoon. So we
Mm-hmm.
will
Mm-hmm.
we're still technically bulking.
Okay.
And maybe take like a bite of an apple at the same time.
You'll ask me that. I do like the apple and the peanut butter, but not with the dark chocolate. That's a no. Also, I'm
What?
just not a dark chocolate girly. I don't like dark chocolate.
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
I'm a milk chocolate girl,
yeah,
not a
yeah, yeah.
dark chocolate.
Yeah, yeah, you like mashed potatoes. We got it. I mean, that's simple math, dude.
Wow. Okay. Dude.
What?
God, that was such a burn. I feel so insulted.
What do you mean? That's not a bird. That's what you like.
I feel like, wow, I haven't been burned that bad in a while.
Listen, I'll tell you this. This is something on top of what we talked about before.
Mhm.
This is something I learned in my little. There are things. They're like a common taste bud tropes,
Mhm.
feelings towards certain things, and like, for example, Kelly. I've known Kelly forever. She's dark chocolate, medium rare steak, red wine, bitter savory, salty.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, she also likes, um, she play with her food isn't right, but like she likes little. She likes to have something like little and cute. Like
Mhm.
she's not taking a fucking spoonful of cereal down. Like it's gonna
Okay.
be like it's cute. Um, that's a trope that like a lot of ladies I know fall into.
Mhm.
And so like it's one of my like, oh yeah, you like red wine, dark chocolate, whatever, savory.
Mhm.
But then there's young women who like milk chocolate and diet coke or coke and mashed potatoes. So
Mhm. Hi.
I They put ketchup on their eggs when they were kids. Like,
No.
no. Okay, but
You're showing.
one thing I think it's as common is common amongst most women is that they like cheese.
Duh. Yeah.
Duh.
Listen, I can't tell you how badly I felt for Aaron's sister Leslie. For the longest time, LP was not able to eat cheese. It was so bad.
I had no idea where you were going with this because I know we both know a few things, and so I was like,
Yeah, no.
where are you going to go with this?
No, she couldn't eat cheese for the longest time until she got her gallbladder taken out, and now she can eat cheese again, and we all rejoice. But like, dude, cheese is the best.
I can't tell you. I heard this story one time. So, I eat blue cheese with my chicken wings every time. Like I think eating ranch is hilarious. Like it's funny to me. I enjoy ranch, but I don't enjoy like some people. I know a group of horse girls. Shout out if you guys are watching this. Buddy, those equestrian riders love some ranch. You know who you are. I went to a wedding as a +1 with these people, and I showed up the day after them, and they'd gone through like a 32-ounce bottle of ranch after one meal. Anyway, I was at a restaurant and I ordered wings, and they were, do you want ranch or blue cheese? And the person I was with was like, I'll take ranch. And I said, I'll take blue cheese. I'm an adult. And we just sort of kept through the conversation. And literally the couple beside us came in. They ordered wings also. And it was this dude, and the same waitress goes, do you want ranch or blue cheese? He goes, fungus? I don't eat no fungus. I almost fell out of my chair. It was like 3 minutes later. I almost fell out of my chair. Fungus? No. I don't eat no fungus. Like it was so funny.
No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've devolved. So
the after party. Thank you
for joining.
The after party.
This one, next time, again, we're doing chapters 31 through 36.
Let's go ahead and announce Wednesday. You down for Wednesday?
Yeah.
Husband, chime in the chat if he is still there.
Yeah, no, okay. He's out of town actually. So no. So I don't know that I can do Tuesday. But I mean Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. We'll figure it out and we'll let people know. Check out our Instagram and Twitter, and I'll throw a YouTube comment or something in there. You'll see it.
Mm-hmm. That sounds great.
Yep. Okay. I think that's all for us. So Emily, hit us with a thing.
If you like this content, you can always like and subscribe.
And stay tuned till next time. Later, taters.
Peace.